What's up guys, today we're going to be telling you the top 3 most abused fish. So let's get started with the video. Number 3 is guppies. So guppies are on this list because people often put them in small little containers or like vases and all sorts of things, and they treat them almost like a mini betta. They put them in small containers that they're not using anymore, and guppies should not really be abused. They may be like beginner fish and like really easy to look after, but either way, people should not even be putting them in that small vase or that in the first place. Because obviously they're really beautiful fish. You don't, like, let's say you were to have a really beautiful fish that you really loved and you'd never want it to die or that. And that's basically like a guppy. It's a really beautiful fish that you wouldn't want to die. And so you just have to give it the best life possible. And most people don't really do that because they put them in tiny containers. Well, not like most people, but some people who are new would probably put them in like a small container and use them as like almost ornamental fish. And yeah, that's all for guppies. Number 2 is goldfish.
We've put goldfish onto this list because most people mistreat them, mainly because at the pet store they're small and they buy them once they're small and then think they would stay tiny for the rest of their lives. And just most people, because like in most other things, like such as TV programs or whatever, or cartoons, they always have a goldfish in a bowl. So then some kids just get ideas. Oh, I want a goldfish. And goldfish, they really need a pond at least once in their life, because obviously they grow over a foot, so they would need it. And they can go in warm water, in tropical water, as well as cold water. It doesn't really matter which water you put them in. They're very hardy fish. But most people just put them into tiny little containers or tiny little bowls. And they, of course, need a filter as well, because that's another thing wrong with putting them in a bowl. Because if they don't have a filter, because goldfish are very messy fish. They're messy eaters. They poo a lot. And yeah, so that's all for goldfish. Number 1 is the betta fish.
So betta fish have been put onto this list as the number 1 most abused fish due to them being put in small containers like guppies, like guppy-sized containers. And like some people might even put them in a bowl, which is wrong, but that's like the maximum thing some people would put them in. And a rumour is that they live in small little mud puddles in the wild, which is not true, and that's only when there's a lack of water, because they mainly live in small rivers and streams and not in tiny mud puddles, which is that rumour. And also bettas, they're like bringing back that beautiful fish example that we said earlier on in the video. You don't want to lose your betta and you want to give them the best life possible. But bettas, they're just always abused. Like, I don't even know why they're abused and how they ended up being abused. But they're just always mistreated, and people just invent other things and label it betta tank. Like even some famous companies just label it as a betta tank. But bettas need a minimum of 24 litres. even like minimum 12 liters if you can't get a 24-liter tank. Or if like there's no pet stores near to you, just use like something big that you have at home. And if you don't have any pet stores near to you, you'd most likely have a pet store near to you. But if you have like a big tub or box that you're not using, just get some filtration, get like a heater or that, and just, as long as it's a big thing, you could put your betta in it, it would be fine. But mainly get a tank. Like no little bowls or that. Like, bettas, you need to give them the best life possible. You can't just mistreat them. I don't even know how it ended up being like that. And yeah, that's all for bettas. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe, and bye.